Stick around. Second, we got Ken and Di from SKYLER RYES. They've been on a bunch. You know them. Great. They're doing a performance as well. Really excited to have them back. And, of course, we have John Ryan from Keep Flying. He's freaking. What's up, Mateo? Sorry, I got distracted. From Keep Flying, he is hilarious. And then, of course, last but not least, we got Ace Vincent from The Silencer. Going to be checking out a bunch of new music by people. We got some new Stereo Joe music that we're going to be showing you. We did an awesome show this weekend, so we're going to be putting some footage there. But to get kicked off, we're going to be playing Granada Drive and Joe Edge. Let's check them out right now. Let's get it going. All right? See you in a little bit, guys. Starter Watch Party. We love you. Nick's telling me that there's no volume. So let's figure this out. Let me try this again. Nick, let me see if we can get this. All right. Here is Granada Drive and Joe Edge. Let's see if it works this time. Fingers crossed.
You said you left it on a fence in the street by the corner. Should I wonder? I hope you know that now it's gone. We're in the heat even more. Why you cause a storm? Like just don't take the left. Should've told me by now. Should've told me by now. Should've told me by now. Should've told me by now.
All right, that was Granada Drive and Joe Edge. That was a lot of fun. Check them out. This video is on YouTube. All right, let's get Nick on the show. What's up, man?
I was just enjoying that music. It's really upbeat and cool, kind of not fully an instrumental because they do have some words in there, but I like what he's doing.
Me too. It was really cool. Mateo said 70s acid trip. That was awesome. Sierra, what's going on? Caroline, thank you for the birthday wishes. It's just my birthday this past Saturday. It was Nick's birthday on Sunday. We played a show Saturday night. It was so much fun. It's actually on our Facebook page right now. I highly suggest you check it out. It was a really pretty good show. I was pretty stoked. Nick, man, did you have any fun this weekend or what?
Oh, man, I had a great time. That show was one of the best shows that we've played in such a long time. And with there not being much live music, I got to say, aside from it just being one of the highlights of this year, we met so many great people and got to play a lot of our awesome upcoming songs.
Yeah, that's right. We got a new release out. It's coming out this Saturday. We got In Hand, Secondhand Smoke. Whoop, whoop. We're waiting for it to get onto Spotify and Apple Music, but we do have the hard copy right now. So we're really excited. We're going to be previewing some of it maybe a little bit later. But if not today, it's coming out this Saturday. We are so excited. But anyway, Nick, all right, I know you got some birthdays ourselves. I'm going to jump in. We still got our buddy Tom, who is our drummer, who's going to fill in a gig for us, but COVID happened. But terrific drummer. He's in a band, Surrealistic Measures. They were an awesome, insane band. And but whose else's birthday is it?
So aside from our boys in Stereo Joe and our boy Tom, we also have Jennifer Holliday celebrating, Patrick Simmons of the Doobie Brothers, and I want to say thank you for everyone who reached out to both me and Jimmy wishing us a happy birthday. And speaking of everyone who reached out to us, the shows are much more fun when you guys are involved. So feel free to comment, share this, invite some friends, start a watch party, because if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, you can get more people involved. And it's a great time to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, the notifications, and just stay up to date with everything we're doing. Because aside from the show, we have a lot of other things we're working on, and it wouldn't be possible if we weren't doing it with the beard struggle. Aside from just looking good, you have to smell good. They have products for beards of all sizes, scents for all occasions, and we got the hookup. You type the code StereoJO in when you check out. They give you 15% off at checkout. If you're in the US, they'll ship to you anywhere for $40 orders, and it'll be free. So tonight we have a lot of great things coming up for you, and my man Jimmy James.
Dude, that's right, man. We got a lot of awesome things. I'm excited. Jess is backstage right now, and he's going to be performing in a little bit, so I'm really excited. And we also have Ken and Di coming up for a second performance. Other than that, we're going to be previewing a lot of music from John and from Ace coming up later on. So, yeah, we definitely have a great show tonight. A bunch of returning people. Jess is our only new person for the night, but we're really excited. Welcome, Jess. Be coming up in just a few minutes. So, anyway, Sierra said, oh, my God, how do I buy a hard copy? We will contact you after the show, and we will absolutely get you one. You're not going to be upset, unsatisfied. You're going to be satisfied. It's really pretty good. We've been putting in a lot of effort into it. Really impressed with it. So I think you're going to enjoy it. And anyway, man, what else am I missing? I know there's something else we got to go over.
Well, as far as right now, I think we're just about where we need to be, because I do have to give props to you for doing a lot of this artwork that is on here. So everybody, not only did Jimmy James do his hand in the music, he did a lot of this artwork himself, and I could not be more proud of the way it turned out. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thank you, Sylvia. It was a lot of work, but anyway, it was awesome. It was worth it. And sorry it took so long, guys. Well, only a couple of years in the making. But the good news is we have even more music coming out in January, a bunch of more songs. I think at least 8 new songs. So that's going to be awesome. But anyway, we are really pumped, and we really just want to thank everyone for an amazing birthday weekend. It was a big year for me. It was a really special time, and I just want to thank everyone for all the support. We can't thank you guys enough, really. And and I want to say, too, we are going to be at the end doing a bunch of cool new articles. We are going to be talking about this day in music. We got a story on Oasis, another one on Attack, a little Saturday Night Live news, Atreyu, rumors, Fleetwood Mac album that's been in the news a lot lately, and something about Rise Against. So stick around. We're going to be going over all that at the end with Ace after his interview. But yeah, I'm really excited, man. All right, I guess we should get to our first guest. Yeah, let's hop right into it. It was a pleasure opening the show with you as always, but I'm looking forward to the first performance of the night. Hell yeah. All right. We'll be back, brother. I'll catch you in a little bit. Later, dog. Bye. All right. If you're just tuning in now, this is the Stereo Joe Show. Please, if you get a chance, start a watch party. Let's get as many viewers as we can for our guest tonight. All right. First up, we got singer-songwriter Jess Cantley. Get him on the show. Hey, what's up?
Yo, guys. What's good?
How you doing?
I am well, man. It's a good night.
Yeah, not too shabby. Tell us what is going on with you. How have you been surviving during the lockdown and quarantine?
Oh, man. Part of me feels like I haven't been, like a lot of it's been an emotional wreck. But I would say just trying to enjoy things, as much as you can. It's a fight, but it's worth it,
Has any of that pain led to any inspiration, any new music coming out?
Definitely. And it's not like I didn't have songs already, but, the having nothing to do at times has been sort of a catalyst to, try to develop them and record them and get them out as fast as possible,
I'm super excited. Pretty much everyone we've had on has had a similar thing. A lot of people have been just coming up with new music, coming up with new ideas, able to start new projects that they weren't able to before because they've had a little bit of extra time. So I can't wait to hear what's going to come out. Now, how long have you been playing music?
I think seriously, like 7 years. I've
Okay.
always had a guitar in my hand, but I started like trying to write songs to impress people about 7 years ago.
That's awesome. And what's been your favorite thing about it so far?
I think the way that you can just connect to someone else. It's not a lonely thing playing a song, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing like, connecting with the audience or making some new fans or anything. Have you had any great moments like after a, performance or anything where someone comes up to you and just says something that really meant a lot? Trying to think like.
That part of is like the reason I write songs is to hear, the stories of other people. I feel like when you write a song, you are writing a story. And when you put it out there and somebody talks about it, that makes my day, if not, the whole purpose of the point of the song.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's awesome. I love hearing all the different artists we have on and all their music. Who's an artist that you love to hear that inspires you?
Man, if I had to throw three at you, most recently, it's been this girl, Laura Worster. I don't know where she's from, but I was on Spotify Fresh Finds, and that song Grass Stains, just killer, man. It's so good. She's got this little warble in the chorus. And more recently, it's been Madison Cunningham. I was telling you earlier. She's great. She's got this song called Pin It Down. And Switchfoot has always been my favorite band.
Yeah, my old saxophone player used to love Switchfoot. It made me an album, like a copy of an album. I forget which one it was. It was really cool. I really enjoyed it. It was their big hit. Maybe it was We Belong. What was that called?
Where We Belong?
Yeah, that album.
Might have been Vice Versus.
Okay, yeah, I really enjoyed that. Do you have one that you'd recommend by them?
All of them are great. If you want to like totally deep dive, go on YouTube and search Out of Control by Switchfoot.
All right, cool.
Get rocked, dude.
And when we were talking, you mentioned that Madison person inspired you for like this new tuning that you've been doing. What are you doing with that?
Yeah, I've never been good at tuning, but you finally like find this musician that is like, you should tune to. She calls it Dad Fashad. It's like DAD F sharp AD. The hashtag is an H. Like it's cute as a button, So I've been trying that. I think I'm tuned right now. I'm tuning D G D G B D.
Oh my! I can't even put my mind around it. That's awesome.
It's trial and error,
Have you come up with any new chords that you're like, this is my new chord?
Definitely. That's another really fun way to write songs is just, what sounds good today.
All right. So Danny Boy said, I Dare You to Move is Switchfoot's best song. Do you agree? Or is that one of the top ones?
It's their best song in a lot of ways. But personally, I think, man, you barely cracked the surface with Switchfoot,
Danny, you better start listening some more then, because that's not the stuff there.
Come on, Danny, man.
That's great. Nick's in the background laughing his head off. That's funny as hell. All right, well, listen, we're about to hear this new tuning you have. I want to hear what these freaking chords sound like that. So I'm going to get off the screen real quick, let you do your song, and I'll be right back in a few minutes.
Sounds good, man. Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you, bro. I'm excited.
This is one I've got. Like I said, it's D, G, D, G, D, G, B, D. This is called When I Was Young. can't save a dime, how can I save myself? I'd have preferred wasting anyone else's time. When I was young, all I wanted was to save the world. I'll search for the words and find more than the meaning. It'll sound unlike anything else you've ever heard. When I was young, all I wanted was to save the world. But plans change, move on, find strength in more than who's right and who's wrong. Act your age, come on. No one can take this away. It's your song. You told me you loved me, you proved it in action. Carrying on until I thirst for your blood. When I was young, all I wanted was to save the world. I wanna sing for the lost restoration. Nation on nation, our relations need forgiving. When I was young, all I wanted was to save the world. When I was young, all I wanted was to save the world. But plans change, you move on, find strength in more than who's right and who's wrong. Find your age, come on, 'cause no one can take this away. It's your song.
Woo! Yeah, Jess, I love it. Bro, you reminded me of my favorite artist. I hope it's okay, but your song and the songwriting reminded me of Dave Matthews Band, which I love. I don't know. Are you
people watching this that are cheering that comment on, man?
dude? You gotta get a sax player, a violin, amazing drummer, and then you're all set. It could be no, dude. I honestly, you hit those harmonics. I was really feeling that, and I really enjoyed the chorus on that. So I was digging that. I know. Oh, Mateo, you got some comments. Nick said, "Woo woo." He said, "Really liking this song. I could totally relate, and I can too." And I want to talk about the meaning of it in a second. Actually, Caroline said, "Awesome." Mateo said, "Killed it." Danny Boy said that was incredible songwriting, and Nick was a fan of those harmonics too. Oh, and then Ruben, Jess is incredible, very nicely done. All right, good. All right, well they were into it, bro. I was into it. So okay, so when you were young, you wanted to change the world. What was going on when you were thinking this? Was there something in the world that you were like, I wish I could change it, or what inspired you to write that?
Yeah. I think a lot of those like world changing ideas and struggles that happen, especially in that song. I wrote that song because I felt like inside like nothing was changing and I couldn't change my situation. But the whole like ending of it, not really the ending of the song, but the ending of like writing the song, I sort of found myself in this place of like of healing. I moved out of the place that I was in and came back to like a really safe, incubated space. And I felt like, when I was young, I wanted to save the world, but there are aspects of the world that kind of saved me from myself. And that's what I wrote this song. That's what to me.
I like that. I could tell there was something deeper behind it because you could feel it in it. Mateo said, "I think I cried a little," and good job, good job, Jess. You made him. No, that is good. You invoked some emotion. I got Nick standing by. Nick, I know you're thinking something. Let me hear your thoughts.
I gotta say, I can relate to that a lot because when I was young, I wanted to have superpowers because I wanted to do the same thing and just save everybody. But your songwriting, I can tell by the artists you listen to, Matt Kearney and Switchfoot and all these other guys, that your songwriting is very deep and that it comes from a place of real emotion, which I love.
Thanks, Nick, dude. I was just thinking the other day, like, I thought back to the superhero stuff, not even thinking about the song. I was just like, man, they switched the Spider-Man characters in all the movies so much. Like, you sort of have to take what you loved about Spider-Man on and become Peter Parker yourself,
Absolutely. You said my favorite one.
Yeah, Nick's a big superhero dude. Who else are you into? Superhero wise.
Superhero wise. I read the Green Lantern comic books, graphic novels. I used to work in a library reading that stuff a lot.
That's really cool.
Batman movies are the coolest, like most interesting, especially Dark Knight. That was such a good movie.
Oh yeah, Batman's one of the ones that you can't top between the stories and the movies itself. Aside from the song you played today, have superheroes or other stories helped influence your songwriting?
Yeah, man. I feel like the album that I'm pushing now, and it's not done. So it's a lot of internal reflection. You probably get the feeling, but the past has been a swirl of different. I have been very malleable, when I was young, right? So like I'm writing a bunch of reflection songs, and I guess it's more personal than it is. We're talking about the world, but something I've been considering is for the next one is, since this one is so personal, make something perhaps not about me so much,
Maybe kind of tell a story about something else or like something like that.
I'll tell Peter Parker's story in the next one or something.
Honestly,
interesting.
Yeah, it's probably a really good idea. That way you could freaking get it in the movie, an upcoming movie or something one day.
Oh, that's a thought right there.
That's a good thought, yeah.
So where do you see yourself doing next year with music if we're finally let out and things go back to normal with shows and whatnot?
Oh, man. I just bought myself a little amp. I just got some 57s. I'm trying to beef it up and use the money that I'm making while we're all socially distanced to come back and just hit it hard next year. I know I'm starting to know more of the people in my community that put on shows. And I think that's really where it starts, is that whole grassroots kind of thing. I used to think I could just play on a street corner and somebody be like, hey man, come play my club, just take my hand and I will take you to the top,
I know it's like that. It's not like this. A little bit rougher, especially these days, but unfortunately we're getting towards that time of the interview. But what is the number one thing you want everyone to go check out, maybe follow or throw you a like, or where should they go?
Cool. I say Facebook and YouTube. Just Google search my name and don't judge me too hard for the videos that I don't own. Thank you.
Yo, I feel the same way. That's the same for us. No. All right. Well, good. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure to talk to you. I hope we can get you back on again real soon.
Totally. This was a pleasure. Jimmy, Nick, thank you very much.
It was great to meet you. You did fantastic tonight.
Absolutely. I love your song and I want to hear more.
Keep encouraging people, man. This was awesome.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, bro. Bye. All right, Nick, you know what time it is. Time for guest number 2. Jess, really great job. It was an absolute pleasure. Really, really enjoyed the song, man. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that there are a lot of things that are out already by him, both live and pre-recorded. I heard some of his live stuff. You heard him live tonight. He sounds great, and check out his album quality because he's only going to be doing better things when he releases his next one.
Yeah, and speaking of album, I'm looking forward to hearing that when it's done. So good. All right. Well, listen, I'll be back to you, Nick. Check out in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Remy? Hey, Remy, you're my favorite part of Monday. I love you, Remy. Looking forward to jamming with you tomorrow and on Saturday. Remy's going to be guest hosting us at our album release this weekend. All right, guys and gals, we got guest number 2 coming up. It's SKYLER RYES. We got Ken and I. They're going to blow you away. They have a great sound setup, actually. And I heard it before, and I was like, ooh, sounded so nice. I had to have them do 2 songs. Let's get them on the show right now. Here it is, SKYLER RYES. Hey.
Hey, how's it going, Jimmy?
What's up, Jimmy?
Woo, I'm excited to have you guys back. How's things been?
Been good.
Yeah.
Just living that COVID life.
Your COVID new normal life.
Yeah, the new normal, right? Everything's good.
It's taken a little bit of getting used to for me, but you two have been really busy. Tell me everything been going on.
Oh, we've been we've set a goal to complete an album by the end of the year, so we've been working hard. It's just the 2 of us been just trying to write songs. I've been busy programming. I do all the programming of drums. He does, he has an idea. I come up with some drum parts, and then we change the structure a bit, lay down some bass tracks, and just kind of keep writing songs. Right. And
a lot of synergy going on.
With
guitar singing and synth.
Yeah,
bass and the drums. So
how many tracks we're trying to get?
I think we got like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
The singles that we released. So
Mm-hmm.
we're hoping to finish like an album.
It's not easy, right? People don't realize how much work goes into it.
Oh yeah,
but it's fun. The time just flies. Like
it does. It really does. I can't believe it's October already.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Mid-October.
I was gonna say you have 2 months and 12 days to get this done.
All right, we gotta get on it.
Don't say that, Jimmy. Now I'm like so pressured now.
What are you doing Thanksgiving weekend? You're not doing anything, right?
Recording. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Christmas week, you're not doing anything.
Well, I'll tell you what. You were mentioning programming the tracks, Di, and I'll tell you what. I heard, you were doing a little bit of the song before. I heard the backtracks. Now, was that a keyboard that was coming on a little bit later?
Yes, the keyboard was actually done by Ken. The cajon actually, I actually played it. I don't know how to play a cajon, but I just put some mics and
yeah, he does a good job with the drum, MIDI drums and the cajon. And
I love drums. I just don't know how to play it, but I love everything about drums.
I know the drums are like the hardest thing, especially if you're a string player. And then you're like, "What the hell is this?" And they got to use all 4 things at once. You're like, "This is This is insanity." I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, like every band I've been in from, like almost 20 years ago, every band that I've been in, I've always became like the best friend of the drummers, and I always help them out set up and break down. And I know everything about the technical stuff of drums. I just don't know how to play it. Yeah.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So with this song that we're going to be hearing coming up, what's the inspiration behind it? Anything going on with it that we should know about, or should we particularly listen for, or even the second song you're doing?
I mean, I guess, we're going to be playing a song called Passion Roulette, which we released earlier this year in February. And it's just basically lyrically wise, it's about like the struggles between kind of choosing your passion over like a 9-to-5 job. So just the struggles between, that kind of idea. And I wrote it into the song, and then we made it pretty cool. So.
And funny enough, this is actually the acoustic version. We have a studio version that we released as a single before, and this is going to be the acoustic version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have 2 versions.
Yep.
They're both really good. This acoustic version is great. If you guys are all set, I'm gonna jump out of here and let you get to it because I'm really stoked. Right. I can't wait. The audience, you're gonna love it. just the quality of it is amazing. I don't know what you guys have back there, a little bit of magic setup or something. But it sounds amazing.
Dai's a great streamer, so he has like this whole setup. So hopefully, yeah, I'm sure it sounds good.
Hope you guys like it.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
All right.
All right. All right, guys. This is Passion Roulette.
Ooh. She only wants a man for others, what she wants him to say. He only lets you go and all the reasons end up to say. Let's just pretend we're out of sight. Forget the fights and make it right. Part of me says everything's better this way. Step 2, make you choose on a muse. Well, I'm not gonna make you lose. Making moves gonna bruise what you do. A circle we've been running through. A passion roulette. Another night, another mess. His life emptied by the worst of him. I'm trying to figure it out, he said, but nothing's coming to mind. Dreams killed at 25. Sometimes it bothers her mind. And now she's taking the subway home, feeling dull and unclear and getting told to take, yeah. Well, step 2, make you choose on a muse. Well, I'm not gonna make you lose. Making moves gonna bruise what you do. A circle we've been running through. A passion roulette. Step 2, make you choose on a muse. Well, I'm not gonna make you lose. I'm not gonna make you lose. Making moves gonna lose what you do. A circle we've been running through. A passion roulette. And that's it.
Yeah, guys, I'm ready to join the band.
Oh,
Hey,
yes. Come, join.
There we go.
I got my percussion.
There we go.
This is the big boy stuff, the Nino.
The
And
Nino.
And don't worry, I got something for the chorus.
Oh,
We're
amazing.
gonna kill it. No, that was really awesome. I know you got one more, but I'm gonna be back. Listen, if the backtrack was, we didn't hear it if it was on. I just wanted to let you know.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. I'm so
just in case. Hey,
okay.
All right, I'll be back though, and I don't know if reverb's on either. I'm not sure, but I'll be back. But you guys are sounding amazing. I was gonna tell you that I'm gonna have to hire you for every Stereo Joe show to do harmony. Sounding amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for that feedback, because we will put that.
Yeah, we
on.
didn't know it was.
I totally forgot. We were just testing stuff.
Yeah.
I know you had it, and it was really good, but you guys did a killer thing without it. But I know you had more, so I just wanted to pop in and let you know real quick. But I'll be back. What's this next song?
It's called All Right.
All right.
And it's all right.
All right.
All right. Let's go.
So now it's on, right? You guys can hear that?
Wait. Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's on. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Can you? Oh wait, hold on.
You ready?
Can you hold on?
Okay.
Just a little bit. A little early. Sorry.
You guys are good. You're good. You can hear it all.
Oh, okay.
It's been there.
Oh, okay.
The lyric's been there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been a long night, guys.
It's okay.
Sorry.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Was it wrong to make you feel like you've been down this windy road? And all my friends say that's what makes us cool. To let me, because I feel like suffocating what I think of all this must. I think we might have just made it for less. Alright. I see. Can you guess what I've been seeing? Things that make me who I am. Creating my head, open doors and slam. So tempting. Walking backwards, cause I know that's how I will be if I stay. I think we should forget and drive away. So bad and so jealous with numbers, and dreams are our only escape. Only me asking questions of prospects like, so tell me now, what are you looking for? Enjoy it one last time. See your face light up just one more time. Killing you to be who you want to be. And tell yourself it's all just gonna be all the things that come our way. Can show the way out of this place. It all just seems a big mistake, but you'll see why it all takes place.
All right.
Woo! Wow. Absolutely incredible.
Awesome.
I'm so jealous of the harmonies. I wish I could freaking do it. Nick, I'm bringing you on. I saw you dancing back there like crazy. What do you think, man? These guys, I was loving it.
Dude, I'm just looking for my brush because my hair is wild from all this dancing I was doing backstage. Dude, you guys killed it. Between your songwriting, your playing, and even the additional backing track, that was all fantastic.
I'm glad the second song had the backtrack.
Yeah, did you hear the drums on the second track?
Yeah, was. We were moving, but don't worry. When you listen to the playback, that first song was just as moving. Trust
Absolutely.
Me.
Awesome. Thank you.
They were really cool. Wow, man. Damn it. You guys are freaking amazing. Our friend Mateo said, are you coming next weekend for real? We are doing our CD release show. If you two are free, we would want you to play, but no pressure. I know it's crazy. It's all in Stroudsburg, PA, though. But if you're down to be a nice outdoor, COVID-friendly, nice little distance, It's going to be good. If you're down, if not, no worries. Tommy will be there. You can even jump up and play some of your songs.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes. We're good friends with Tommy. So.
Yes, we love Tommy.
Tommy's good. Well, we could talk later about it if you're ever interested. But I
Yeah,
know you guys
sure.
some questions, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
So notice you guys have an amazing setup, and the band started as a web-based band.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
with everything going on recently, did that kind of help the band a little bit because now people are turning more to a web-based entertainment?
Yeah, so like you said, we were a web-based band before, and then it kind of changed when I moved to Jersey, because before I was in LA, and yeah, I tried to find a lot of members there, but it just didn't work out. And then when I came here, I found Di, and then found a few others, and then we're still trying to get a band going. We still are looking for a drummer, a keyboardist. So if anyone's out there and want to play with us, let us know. But yeah, it did help us,
Look at Jimmy.
He did have the Nino, right? Or
Yes.
Bro,
And then-
I got percussion. Trust me.
awesome. Yeah. that would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we play, we send tracks remotely through the Google Drive, and yeah, we've been doing that since
Well,
earlier the year, right?
Yeah. And then I'll go to his place sometimes, so
Oh,
we can
yeah.
we can just write and just kind of bounce off ideas. There's something that you can't really do remotely. Like when you're in the same room,
Yeah.
you hear it, you're just like, hey, how does this sound?
How about da, 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 instead of
Right.
like
You
da,
know the
da,
musician
da,
talk,
like-
right? It's like, yeah, like especially drums. Yeah, what about the some
Yeah,
right here?
like, oh,
You get
yes,
it?
That would be awesome. Yeah.
So that stuff, you can't really do remote. I mean, you can, but it's not the same.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm right. When I'm talking to you about drums, like what about like
Right. Right.
Right,
Okay, I got it.
yeah, get it? You heard? You know what that means, right?
Right.
So you played 2 songs. I know Passion Roulette was the first one. I forget the second one, but is there another song that you really want everyone to go check out, or should they just check out Passion Roulette?
I would say Rust.
Yeah, there's a new song that we had. Well, it was out in early,
October?
I think December. We released it
Something
December, I
like
think.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
2019. So you guys could check that out. It's more of like a punk rockish sound. So
Pop punk.
pop punk.
Yeah, I would say pop rock.
Yeah,
I'd
pop
say
rock.
pop,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
With a little bit of time signature changes here and there.
Early
Just sprinkle there.
2000s music influence.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You guys killed it. I am so impressed. It was great to have you both back on. Really, your freaking harmonies are on point. So listen, we'd love to get you. I'll hit you up after the show, Ken. If you guys are around, we'll see. But really, thank you so much for coming on again. It's great to see you guys.
Thanks
it's
for having
always
us.
fun
Yeah.
playing here. So
We
Always
love it.
welcome.
Everybody, go check them out. SKYLER RYES, Di, and Ken. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday, Jim.
Thank you so
And
much.
Nick.
Yeah.
And Nick. Oh, yeah, Nick.
Thank you.
My
You know
mother's
how it
birthday's
is.
in
We're
2
gonna
days.
go.
So all the good birthdays in October.
My birthday's on Halloween.
Yeah.
So just remember that.
Oh,
October birthdays.
Happy birthday. Oh, I was going to ask you what you were dressing up as, but we're going to have to get you back on.
Oh, yeah. That's
All right, next time.
Yeah.
I want to see pictures or it didn't happen.
true.
All right, later, guys. Have a good one.
All right, thank you.
See you guys.
All right, that was SKYLER RYES. Go check out their new song, Passion Roulette, and Rust they mentioned. Go check them out. They really are awesome guys. Great harmonies. So impressed. All right, Nick, we got 2 more guests. We got John Ryan backstage right now. I see him. He's chewing on something. I don't know what he's eating, but I'll wait till he's done. Well, unless he's got something to share with me. I don't know. I'm getting hungry now thinking about it. I might let you interview him while I go drink. Hey, everyone tuning in. Start a watch party. John Ryan is a funny guy. They're not going to miss out. Nick, he's got Sour Patch. Oh, Sour Patch Kids. Definitely send me some of those. But Nick, let's talk about your beard for 30 seconds.
So this beard doesn't get fine on its own. We partnered up with the Beard Struggle, and not only do they have awesome beard products that make me look good, they have amazing beard products that also make me smell good too. So we have the hookup. You have scents and things for all occasions, beards of all sizes. And if you're strapped for cash, don't worry. Use the code STEREOJO at checkout. They'll give you 15% off. And if you're located in the US, they'll ship it to you if you spend $40 or more for free. And you probably will because there's just so many great things.
That's amazing. I'm hoping that I can grow a beard one day, that I could get that stuff. Anyway, all right, thanks, bro. Check back in with you in a little bit.
See you, bud.
All right, later. All right. You're tuning in to the Stereo Joe Show. I got my awesome screensaver, but I got an even more awesome guest just about to come on. Please welcome John Ryan from Keep Flying. Hey! What's going on?
Up? Yeah, what's up?
You guys,
just counting down the days.
You make the best music videos. Tell me about this most recent one you have out. I was cracking up. I think we've even played it a time or two already, actually.
Cool. So we put together the late reply video. We are a band that we've done a lot of videos that are like serious content, serious narrative, and we are a bunch of really goofy guys and really lighthearted. And we finally said, why don't we just go ahead and go in with the comedy? And it worked really well. And we've done another video. We recently finished another video that's in that same vein. We actually spent a decent amount of time each coming up with, we had a whole like graph system for how about everyone figures out a few clips, what you want to be running from, what you want to be doing, and then we'll make a decision. We'll vote basically on which ones. Then we'll talk about costuming, and then we'll decide who's going to be in which ones. And we split them up evenly so that we're all in the same number of clips. And then our guy Jesse kind of helped create the narrative at the beginning, and we added some funny text, and we added some funny sound effects, and here we are. It's our most comedic video we've done for our newest single, Late Reply. And it was super, super fun to make. Our singer's wife took a lot of B-roll that we're going to be posting in the next, week or two. We'll be posting a bunch of like just dumb shit of us behind the scenes.
I could tell you were having fun, and it really translated through into the video. I was like, I was wondering, because it was so many funny scenes, like so much crazy, nonsense going on. I thought it was awesome. Do you have like I know it was all around awesome, but do you have like a memory from that day? Like, someone spilled something everywhere, or like something crazy happened that day, or?
A favorite memory would be when our fill-in trombone player and good friend Rick was trying to create an air effect by waving pieces of cardboard as we kept taking the same 4-second take over and over and over. That was super fun. Also, Rick in general, he built a lot of the costumes. He made the astronaut suit for Charlie out of the cardboard. He created the metallic helmet for Henry out of tinfoil. Rick's props were my favorite part of the day because we'd be like, we need this. And then in half an hour, he'd be like, I made this. And we were like, that's going to have to do, Rick. That's it. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I was going to say there was quite a few outfit changes and everything. I mean, how many bags full of like gear did you guys need to bring just to get it all, together?
I think everybody had like their backpack and like one other bag, but I brought a shit ton more because I always like to be over prepared. A few friends of mine like reached out and were like, you really reached into your closet for some of these outfits. I've seen some of these before, like 10 years ago. In fact, a random piece of information that was brought up to me by our bass player, Chuck, I was in a music video 11 years ago for a band called The Wonder Years. They had a video called Melrose Diner, and I was a wrestler in that video that wore this track jacket that then fast forward 11 years, and in the Late Reply video, I brought an extra track jacket with me for Chuck to wear, and he wore that, and he actually had 2 or 3 people reach out to say, is that the same track jacket from that music video? And when Chuck told me that a couple days ago, I was both had my mind blown and very concerned / upset that somebody noticed that and put those together, because I would never have thought of that or cared. But yeah, it sure is. It was a very oddball thing to find out. Somebody else noticed, which is not one of the Easter eggs. That was certainly not thought of. It was just this thing in my closet that I grabbed.
Isn't that funny how like things start out and sometimes they turn into bigger things? It's pretty cool. Well, I'm excited. We actually have the video Late Reply. We're going to show a couple of minutes of it. So let me get that on real quick and let's enjoy it. And then I'll be right back.
yeah, I'd say skip like 2 minutes in right to the actual.
I'm feeling too many things. I'm overstimulated, can't concentrate on any moves I'm making. I'm so frustrated. I'm always anxious and the soul is vacancy. And I can't take it. So much to say. It shouldn't be this way. I'm giving signs, but I can't tell which way to go. This anger pulses, my brain convulses, going through the motions. And that's why I can't talk to anyone, and I would rather stay inside. So goodbye, I can't be reached at this time. If you call me, there'll be no reply. So don't even try, cause I'm good. And I've been this way for too long. It's too late to change what's gone wrong. You do better to just move on. Move on, go! I'm feeling too many things. I've been losing arguments that haven't happened. Feeling trapped in things I imagine. My mistakes lead me to complacency, and I can't take it. And I don't know what to do. Good feels bad, bad feels worse. Gift of thought, it's more like a curse, and it all hurts. And that's why I can't talk to anyone, and I would rather stay inside. You say hi, I can't look you in the eye. If you call me, there'll be no reply. So don't even know, cause I'm done. And I've been this way for too long. It's too late to change what's going on. You do better to just move on. Move on.
I love this, John. This is some good shit. Nick's back there dancing till.
I can't care for myself. And I know that you're just trying to help, but I can't care for myself. How can I care about anyone else when I can't care for myself? I know that you're just trying to help, but I can't care for myself.
I absolutely love it. Definitely one of the most fun videos I've seen in a long time. Nick, we're gonna have to copy every single thing that they did. Honestly, John, that was awesome, man. I love those outfits too. You guys are just on point. Oh,
Dude, it was all just kind of like.
oh no. John, we're having the littlest technical difficulty.
Like froze for me.
Yeah, I think you're better. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick you from the studio real quick, but just click that same link and come right back in. I think it's going to fix it. Just come right back in 1 sec. Nick, how cool was that video, dude?
Dude, I was impressed. Or when I thought that they couldn't get more creative, they just had more different outfits. And I don't know where they came up with them. There's some good storytelling.
One dude made them. We got to get creative. You know what? We're canceling our video and we're reshooting it because clearly we didn't do a good enough job. No, that was a lot of fun.
But we got to shoot one here, take everything out, and use the green screen effects.
Honestly, well, we were supposed to do something like that, but honestly, the characters were just ridiculous. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, so you can check them out. That is Keep Flying, and they are all over the internet. Definitely check them out on Spotify, and they've had quite a few albums out now. They've been together quite a while. They
have, yeah, and they actually released another music video just I think last month, called Fire Sale, and another great video that they put together. So once we get their links up, make sure you check that one out as well, because like I said before, they always put out high quality stuff. Yeah, they really do. The songs are very catchy. I got John right back in studio. Let's pull him in. But yeah, their songs are catchy. John, Nick was just telling me about Fire Cell. What's going on with that?
Oh no.
No.
You're there.
What the heck?
We can hear you. Oh no.
Oh, I can hear you now. Second.
Okay.
We were saying Nick was mentioning you have a new song, Fire Cell. What's going on with that?
So that was the first single we put out. It's really track 2 on the new record. It is the first song on the record, though. It's really the start of a story that Henry tells that really is starting at the very bottom. The song really talks about everything kind of going wrong and having to find your way through that. We also did a music video for that as well, which is very literal to the lyrics about things just going wrong, things not working out the way that you want them to, but somehow figuring out a way, sound the alarm and get your way through it. You know, one of the key lines in that song is, even though my hands are scorched, I'll keep carrying that torch. And you're going to see a lot of torch things moving forward with this next cycle for Keep Flying, as that is a great symbolism for what we have moving forward.
Ooh, I'm excited. And we were talking about when you were off screen that you have quite a bit of music out. How many originals and I guess maybe some covers? Like, what's your total body of work? About how many songs do you guys do all together?
Right now, our first EP was 4 songs. Walkabout was 6 songs. Unbreakable is 3 songs, so you're at 13. And then the new record has 8 tracks. I'm not going to say it has 8 songs. I will say it has 8 tracks.
Okay.
We have no covers recorded. We are talking about working on some other things soon. So I think more to come. But yeah, we have an 8-track EP that's coming up that we're gonna announce it. We're gonna announce it this week, and then after that, the next main release from us, like studio release, is gonna be our first full length. We are gonna definitely move on with that next year. I'd say you can expect at least the rumblings of a full length starting.
That's very exciting. And I also heard that you guys just recently sold out of your vinyl Unbreakable. Congratulations, by the way. Another one of your variants that you guys are selling.
That was really
cool. I wanted to know, where did you guys get the ideas or the designs for all of them? Because you guys get some really cool ones and it makes them hard to choose between.
Merch-wise?
For your vinyls, because you guys do a lot of different variants that you press.
So usually it's a mixture of a few things. I'm going to talk about our new record that's coming out. We picked variants and colorways that go hand in hand with the artwork. This time around, all of the colors are colors from the album art, which our friend Chris Pappas did for us. He has been our art guy for quite a while now. But it also has to do with pricing. I mean, more colors you use in a record, the more it costs. Different ways of like a splatter costs less than a record split into thirds that costs more. There's definitely price. Price is definitely a factor when it comes to this as well. But this time we decided to get a little more wacky with the upcoming design, with the upcoming record, and spend a little bit of more money in order to have cooler variants that we hope people will want to have all of.
Yeah,
that's the goal here. Is definitely people who want more than one variant. And we've already talked about colorways for the second pressing, or if and when the first pressing sells out, or even the first pressing, because it's hard to sell a second press people who already have the record if it's not cooler than the ones that were in the first press. So there's a couple that we have slated for a second press already. that are cooler, unfortunately, for people who are definitely going to not see those until the first press is sold out. So
I like it. You guys are smart. You guys really are smart. You've been doing this for a minute, and you guys have been very successful about it. Me and Nick are really impressed with your body of work, and you guys have awesome, catchy songs. I love it. I was going to say, what is next for you in 2021? Any other things that we haven't heard about?
New record's called Survival. We announced it on Wednesday. If and when we're allowed to play shows, we will have shows. We will be playing. I would say one of our first shows back is going to be in Butler, New Jersey at our drummer's house. That's my guess right now.
Dude, I live right down the road.
We want to do some covers, maybe.
Call us.
I know.
We will be there either way.
And we want maybe some. We want to do some acoustic stuff, maybe and that's something we've talked about, and we've also started talking about releasing some like higher end fun items that people like. For instance, we want to do a Keep Flying coffee and maybe a Keep Flying wine, stuff like this.
I heard there was going
something that
I heard there was going to be a Keep Flying weed strand. Can we confirm that rumor? No.
That's right.
Yes. Well, all right. Well, listen, we are definitely staying tuned for everything. And please let us know when the new album fully comes out. We're definitely going to love to have you back. And even more importantly, when you were in Butler, please let us know. We will drop everything. We will be there. That's right. I live in Butler. I can't wait. John, thank you so much for coming on the show again.
Wednesday we announce. Friday it's going on sale. And officially, Keep Flying's next EP called Survival is out December 18th, 1 week before Christmas, baby.
Mark it on your calendars. John Ryan from Keep Flying, thank you so much for coming on. Have a great night, bro.
Happy Halloween, boys.
See you later. I feel so bad. John had a delay, but he stuck through it with us. He is awesome. Trust me, go check out their stuff. You already heard a little bit of it. It is really catchy. But, Nick, I got to go. I'm running late for Ace in the back here. Let me get out of here. I'll be back to you in a little bit. And don't forget, please remind me after Ace's interview to play our Stereo Joe set, because I keep forgetting. But anyway, all right. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the Stereo Joe Show. We are bringing you artists from all around the globe, bringing you awesome original music and some covers. Please start a watch party. Tell all your friends. Thank you so much. All right, up next from the band The Silencer, guy we've had on a few times. He's an awesome vocalist. Don't mess with him or I'll kick your ass. It's Ace Vincent. What's up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing?
Just throwing me into the ring, assaulting my fans and friends, you know. I can get behind it.
Don't fuck with Ace. We're gonna.
I got you.
He does the knocking, right? It's a good pair. So,
how you been, brother?
Awesome, man. I'm so excited. You got a new tune coming out really soon. It's called The Fall. Tell us all about it.
So, ironically, we started writing 2 songs right before the whole COVID thing kind of dropped. Beliefs, which was our last single video, and we wrote The Fall. And it, ironically, the names kind of just fell into place with everything that happened. You know, you get the fall from the whole COVID thing. Ironically, nothing was really written about that aspect. It was kind of sort of a mix of both the fall mentally and physically for, you know, everybody. And the video really translates that on a bigger picture. But lyrically, it kind of had a double purpose, you know, with mental games and also kind of the way everything's falling around now. Everything seems to be falling apart, you know.
You're not kidding. We're into some interesting weeks coming up. But Nick made a funny comment. There's a hidden fist in that beard that will mess you up. Watch it. No.
I'll allow it. I like it.
And you guys have actually a little preview video of talking about the fall right now up on your Facebook page. So everyone go check that out. It's the Silencer Band, right? Backslash Facebook backslash Silencer Band, right?
Yes, sir.
So everyone go check that out. Nick's going to be throwing up links in a second. But
Awesome.
It's been a minute since we talked to you. What have you been up to since then?
Nothing, man. Really, just working, trying to find time for all the writing. Charlie and Greg and Zachy and Ray. I mean, all four of those guys are always just busting their ass. I can't tell you how many times I check all of our message boards. New riffs, just pushing, just working on new music.
Yeah, I love it, man. I that's one thing everyone's been doing a lot of is like really trying to keep things rolling and keeping the band going. And it's not been easy, I'll tell you that. But I'm impressed with what you guys are doing. You seem to be doing a lot.
We're trying to make the best of a crap situation. When we filmed Beliefs, and luckily we had like such kind people that kind of rented out their home to us. That amazing castle we all had. We were all in disbelief, but that was still in the midst of everything. It was still very heavy in the whole COVID thing. And we did our responsible thing. We wore masks. We social distanced as much as we possibly could, shooting scenes and rooms and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard. But with the fall, guys I ride with kind of were awesome enough to let us borrow one of our clubhouses and shot the video on a rooftop, which it's Black Wolf Imaging. The guys over there, man, they had some of the best videographers I've ever met in my life, and it came out amazing.
I'm stoked. I mean, look at this. This is from Beliefs. This is the video you were just talking about a second ago. We're going to play a little bit of that real quick, but I can't wait to hear the new one too. So real quick, let me get the fall going. Let's check that out and we'll be right back.
Let's get it.
Choice of religion. Better watch what you have. We have the freedom to shop. It's the police that we trust. They can't be taken away. They never take it away. You'll never take on. You'll never take them away. They don't reconcile or different sides. To love and throw what's really turning yourself inside. Your legends make a statement. Translating to resentment. As every night is a war within. What is all that? What I can feel.
Yeah. All right, that was the silencer. If you're just joining us, we got Ace on the line right now and Nick the Viking. Nick, you look another year older, to tell you the truth. Was it just your birthday, man?
Dude, I feel like I'm knocking right on 30's door.
Oh, come on, man. Don't get started, man. My 31 is next month. Don't get started on that.
Well, happy early birthday, man.
Happy belated birthday, guys. That's insane. You guys' birthdays are like back to back.
I know, and Nick's older than me now. It's really weird how that turned out. I used to be the old guy, but now I passed the torch to Nick. I just keep saying the same age. It's weird, but anyway, Nick, I see you got season 3, episode 4. Ace, I think you've been on every season so far.
I have. Indeed, I have.
You've seen the progression. I love it.
You know what? I look forward to it every time I'm invited on. You know, you guys are both just awesome guys to talk to, chat with. You know, the music that comes on here, the SKYLER RYES guys from earlier were fantastic. It brought back that early 2000s like pop punk feel I grew up on. So
yeah, it was really cool. We're lucky.
That actually leads me to a question I had for you, because we do get so many great musicians on here, some that like to bring their favorite covers. Is there one band that you would like to cover that you haven't yet, or just one song that's really just out of the reach right now?
So I've always been fascinated with like the pop goes punk covers. I don't know why. Some of those bands just always did such amazing covers of songs. Ironically, I was actually talking to Charlie a few weeks ago. I wanted to do a metal cover of "Hustlin'" from Rick Ross.
That would be pretty cool.
You know what? I was joking about it at first, and I was like, listen to it, and I was like, shit, that might work.
It would. I think it was Devil Wears Prada did.
Stay Fly.
Yeah, that was nice. Still
to this day, man, the breakdown for that song is always just stuck with me. I don't know what it is about it. I love those covers. You know, I Prevail did some sick ones. Ice Nine Kills did a few sick ones. You know, walk in the footsteps.
I was going to say, I wanted to bring it back to that video Beliefs real quick. That was some serious effort that went into that. Those lights that you had around was awesome. The house, like you said, I don't know who that was, but we should shoot it there. Nick, the one thing I'm learning is our video is like going to be good. These guys are doing some good shit. I was really impressed, man.
So the lighting was done by BD Light and Sound. We every time we post up anything music related, we always tag the videographers, which is Black Wolf Imaging. Alex AK is fantastic. You know, everyone that works with him he's fantastic. BD Light and Sound, the amazing lighting that comes out from those guys is beyond amazing. Literally everything matches to a T. We don't have to tweak anything. No, can we use this instead? Like they somehow get the colors to match the song and the background. And then, you know, our guys that over SDZ Photo, Sean and Dave, they did our behind the scenes videos and stuff like that. Those guys are all fantastic to work with. I don't think I've ever done videos with a better group of people. And it's just ideas flying around back and forth. Like half of Beliefs video was like written. The other half was like ideas from different parts of the room. It couldn't have gone smoother.
I was going to say, from that Beliefs video, you guys have an awesome profile or cover had there. I saw that in the video. I was like, that is a really cool scene. What was it like to film this scene? And what was this house like? It looks freaking awesome.
So it's a castle in Warwick. A couple owns. They essentially they joke around and call it the Overlook, remnants of The Shining, which is kind of what we were originally wanting to do the video slightly around. And they couldn't have been nicer to work with. They let us their whole house for, I think it was like 11 or 12 hours.
Oh, wow. And
they had a blast. You know, they were around us the whole time. The guy himself is a huge musician. The gentleman who owned the house, huge musician. His studio, he has like a Neil Peart drum set set up. Like it's
gigantic.
Huge, absolutely huge. He had our drummer like tuning it while we were doing other stuff. Yeah, it was insane. But that room, the scariest thing that happened with that room was the guy had these books. They were like 200-year-old books or something like that. And in a part of the video, we're reading from them kind of almost like seance, like, and like you open the book and you can feel the pages kind of breaking. I was like, oh shit. I was like, thank God he gave us these and we didn't just grab them off the shelf. But no, the whole house. I wish like we had more pictures from the whole house. Like,
it looked so awesome. I mean, I was like, damn. I mean, you guys really did a nice job. It was very, very impressive. And it looked like it was, you guys put a lot of effort into it.
we absolutely did. And Black Wolf Imaging actually had that video back to us in like 4 days with like a rough copy, which with the rough copy was better than most of the videos I've ever seen in my life, like quality wise. And it was small tweaks here and there. The kid's a genius. You know, he really is.
And the vocals were really nice too. I was enjoying when you, I don't know what kind of effect was on there. It's like a harmonizer or something. It sounded really nice.
I let our drummer Zach Ellie has his company Redshift Recording, takes care of all the producing and stuff like that. I just yell into a microphone with some padding around me, and he makes me sound, I was going to say angelic, but more demonic than angelic.
No, it's a bit of both. It depends.
Yeah, I try to switch it up a little bit. I like to confuse people.
It was really, really good. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to hear the next song. I'm really pumped. And I'm even more excited because we have you sticking around. We're going to go to a video, one of our videos. We just did a little show. It's going to be a little, we're not as heavy. This is like a light cover we did. But real quick, Mateo said, I'm a sucker for dope metal vocals. I think you definitely hit that out of the park. And then here's a funny comment. Nick, I watched an old episode the other day and saw Nick without his beard. Full on was like, who the fuck are you?
I swear to God, Nick's hair has grown. Like I haven't cut my hair since I got out of the military. Like I've trimmed it, but I haven't cut my hair. All right, so it's like 2 years. All right. I swear to God, like a year ago, Nick's hair was like Jimmy's length, and now it's like fucking, he's got like a mane of hair. Like
I know.
My last haircut was in March.
See, like I cut my hair today and it'll grow back like 2 inches in like 6 years.
That's funny as heck. All right, listen, Remy, what are you doing to me here? Hold on. Hold on. Now, Remy's message isn't going away. Oh my God. Okay. Remy, I love you. Remy's always being funny. All right, Remy, you know what? Let's try this again. God, I'm blushing. All right, this is from our gig just the other night. Ace, we're going to be right back doing some articles and talking some music shop with you. We'll be right back. Nick, Absolutely. Let me know if you hear this.
Someone's on my way.
All right, that was our cover of Gravity by John Mayer. You can check that out on Facebook. It's going to be up on YouTube as of tomorrow. Ace, that was a little bit of a contrast from
Got
where
a beautiful voice. But there goes the angelic, man. Holy shit. That's
Right?
the angelic right there.
we were having fun. Nick made me dress up though in that ridiculous jacket, so you could. No, it was actually Ashley made us. That the thing I wanted.
Yeah, I said no ties, no show. Not gonna happen, guys.
Sometimes you have to do it.
You know what? We were actually playing a cocktail party, so we had to get all dressed up. But it was actually really fun, and we had a great time. But all right. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say, Nick?
And my computer finally loaded, so I was able to throw up our links because, like Jimmy said, that video is going to be up on YouTube. In addition to this Saturday, our new song is going to be up on Spotify. So make sure if you're not following us on both of those that you are now.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to have our new disc, Secondhand Smoke, coming out. It's going to be available. We got a lot of great tracks. Where are they? Here we go. We got Code, Games, Can't Feel, Around You, and, of course, Northern Lights. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please check us out. Anyway, okay, let's get into the news. First up, I'm just going to run through a quick this day in music. If any of you guys knows anything about these people or got something to say about a certain thing, please shout it out. But all right, so we're taking this back. It was this day in music going all the way back to 1966. The Yardbirds arrived in New York for their first U.S. tour with Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page on lead guitars. Awesome. After 2 days of the tour, Beck developed acute tonsillitis and quit the group. But I will say, the Yardbirds, what a great band. They had Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page, all the lead guitarists for that band at one point. I don't think you could find a better band. Maybe Ozzy Osbourne's solo career had better guitarists. You know,
Zach Wild's a god himself, so, you know.
And
Randy Rhoads.
And
Exactly.
And then who's the new one he has? He has another guy, too.
The new guy he's using is absolutely insane. I don't think he has the style as Randy or Zach, but like he's a sick guitarist.
Yeah, they're all Ozzy gets the best. There's no doubt about that. In '67, The Sound of Music was out at number 1 on the UK album chart, spending 132 weeks on the chart. The Beatles were at number 2 with Sgt. Pepper. I'm a big Beatles fan. Gotta love that. Check them out. In '68, Cream, on their farewell tour, Cream appeared at the Forum in L.A., where live recordings were made, which will include Goodbye Cream album. One of my favorites, and you could tell the band was really getting good. Any Cream fans out there?
Got respect for them. I don't know a whole lot of their songs, but definitely they're.
Oh no, 100%. Cream definitely released some really good songs. You know, they never got a lot of the spotlight they deserved, I think.
Absolutely. You know, they were too short. Here and gone too quick. But it's awesome. In '73, David Bowie released his 7th album, Pinups. The album, which features supermodel Twiggy on the front, is a collection of cover versions, including tracks by Pink Floyd, The Who, the Yardbirds, who we just talked about, and the Kinks. Very cool. I didn't know that David Bowie did that.
You're going to be surprised, but one of my favorite songs by David Bowie is actually the Little Drummer Boy that he does.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my boss showed it to me, and I fell in love with it.
I love that one song. Well, I'll tell you what song I hate. He does Dancing in the Street with Mick Jagger. Worst song I've ever seen in my entire life. I would have probably ended my career after that. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think so.
I'm going to have to watch it.
I'm going to have to watch it after this now.
You're going to message me. And, dude, I don't know what's worse, the actual music or the dancing in the video. Horrible.
You're just going to get a video of me throwing my microphone out of my window. And you're like, well, fuck, I ruined Ace's career.
You anything is better than what I'm telling you. You're gonna be like, what were they thinking? And it's Mick Jagger and Dave anyway. And all right, 1980, ACDC kicked off a 20-date UK tour at Bristol Colston Hall. The band's first gig since the death of Bon Scott. What do you guys think? Were you Brian Johnson or Bon Scott fans or both?
I'm gonna say both.
I'm definitely a fan of both. honestly, when I first got into AC/DC, I was very young, so I didn't know anything about the different singers. So I just enjoyed all of it, and then over time found out about the different eras. But you do have to give respect to the original founders, you know.
Absolutely.
I give it a respect in regards to there's not many bands that can carry on after losing any of their members, and like your front man, like that's respect in my opinion.
And you know what? Speaking of frontmen, look at what they did to Brian Johnson at the end. I heard an interview of him on AC/DC. He was literally set to go on tour. Like one of the days, the tour bus shows up, puts all his bags off, and then just drives away. No one told him that he was off the tour, and then they hired Axl Rose.
I wouldn't even know what to do.
He was like practically crying on Howard Stern. I felt so bad for him. He was heartbroken, clearly.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
messed up.
do you blame him?
You know what happened? Brian Johnson has some sort of an ear problem, and he could permanently lose his hearing. So the band opted to move on from him, but they should have told him. I don't know. I thought it was kind of screwed up. I thought it was a strike against AC/DC, but they've been aces all along. Oh, ace touch. They've been great all along. So I
using the name in vain.
Damn it, Jimmy. No. All right.
Were you guys fans of the Axl Rose run with AC/DC?
I mean, look, I'm one of those guys that no matter what, if AC/DC comes on, I'm listening to them. You know, it's biased towards any one band for lineup changes. You know, if you like the band, you love the band.
And I love AC/DC and I love Axl Rose. I thought it was super cool, but a little bit messed up, but super cool at the same time. I was excited. But anyway, what about you, Nick?
Oh, I was excited too, and when I heard they're doing Guns N' Roses and AC/DC shows, I'm like, that's the ticket right there. Genius.
Yeah. It would have been cool. I think maybe the only way it could have been cooler is if they got a female singer that really could have pulled it off. that could have topped Axl possibly, but all right, we got to get to really important news. In 1985, Aha came out with that stupid song that once you listen to it, it's stuck in your head, the Take Me On song, making them the first Norwegian group to score a U.S. #1. The video of the song featured the band in a pencil sketch animation. Everyone knows that one, right?
Amazing. It's one of the most iconic videos just because it broke that video, the traditional video.
All right, this is what I think we should do. Nick, you get the drums. I'll take the synth. Ace, you do the bass. No, I'm just...
I wish I could play an instrument.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you the truth. No.
Yeah, Jimmy.
In 1991, Noel Gallagher of Oasis played the Boardwalk in their hometown, Manchester. The group's first gig with Noel in the group. I got a little bit of a story on them coming up next. They have other little bit of history going on. Were you guys Oasis fans when they came out, or nah?
Yeah.
Certain songs.
Yeah, I was always into the emotional kind of poppy rock that came out when I was growing up, and all kinds of things like that.
Yeah. I mean, I could agree on certain songs. Certain songs, I think were had more feels to it than others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Hey, here's something interesting. 2005, a survey concluded that the average person spent around $42,000 on music during their lives. The figure included the amount spent on hi-fi equipment, concerts, and CDs. Music enthusiasts are likely to spend even more or even double that, parting with over about $89,000 in a lifetime. Nick, how do we get that to us, man? What the hell, dude? Wow, that's a lot of freaking money. That surprises me. Did you guys expect that, or were you surprised, or what?
I definitely am. I mean, I think I've contributed in 2005. I think I contributed at least like 2,000 to that. The amount of CDs and shit I bought.
As you know, I got a bunch too.
Back then, it wasn't as surprising because people were buying more hard copy things. The price of concerts weren't as expensive, so people were going to more. And you go to venues that are smaller that do the memberships and donations, and I guess those things are factored into that as well for the music enthusiasts. So it does make sense that they would be double.
And $7 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always my favorite part of anything. It's like I always try to sneak something. Just kidding. And
I would never do that.
never. I don't wear a flask, and I definitely not in my crotch. But anyway, in 2009, this is another piece of interesting news. A clump of hair believed to have been trimmed from Elvis Presley's hair when he joined the U.S. Army in '58 sold for $15,000 at an auction in Chicago. Other items sold belonging to Presley included a shirt, which sold for $52,000. Concert used handkerchief, no thank you, for $732. Nick, how's would ours smell after all those years? And photo of a reception of Presley's 1967 wedding to Priscilla, who I love, by the way, for nearly $6,000. You guys Elvis fans or what?
Soft spot. Always had a soft spot for Elvis. My parents are huge fans, so you grow up in a household with classic rock and Elvis playing on record every Sunday morning for breakfast. You can't not be an Elvis fan.
You gotta love the king.
Always.
And out of curiosity, if you're not cloning Elvis, why are you buying his hair?
There's some creeps out there, bro.
All right,
come
guys,
on.
We got to get serious. Is Elvis still alive?
Yes.
He's been spotted.
I believe Will Smith or no, not Will Smith. I believe Men in Black when they said he's not dead, he just went home.
That actually could be true. All right, I got one more thing here because I got to get to our other articles, but I just saw this. Elton John, he got me. Elton John described today's songwriters as pretty awful, pop music as uninspiring, and the talent shows like American Idol as boring in an interview with UK radio Times Magazine. I got to agree with him. There was that funny thing going around for a minute where it was like a meme, and it was like all the writers for Beyonce's song and how there was like 10 lyrics, and that was like it. And there was like 85, or like 10 songwriters. And then you had like a Zeppelin song, like masterful lyrics, and there was just one lyric writer, and then, Jimmy Page doing the music. I got to agree. The music today's just the pop music today is just meh.
Yeah, I think, I'm going to be honest, across all genres, man, even unless you get guys that are fantastic with writing themselves, there's certain bands out there you're like, this is nothing exciting. There's a lot of guys these days just do it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And on top of that statement was a decade ago, and things have only gone downhill since then.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, the shit you hear on the radio these days. I listen to the radio at work every day, and it's the same 10 songs played every half hour.
Literally, if you keep the radio on long enough, it's only like not even that long anymore where you're going to hear the same song. Speaking about a song that we heard over and over and over again, an album, I should say, we got Oasis looking back on What's the Story, Morning Glory, at 25 years old. And we read a little bit of the article real quick that we could discuss. Or if you got something to say in the middle, jump in. Even in the midst of a worldwide lockdown due to a global pandemic, the mere hint of an Oasis reunion still makes headlines. This month marks 25 years since Oasis released What's the Story, Morning Glory, a record that became one of the biggest selling albums of all time, resonated around the world, and whose hearty songs like Wonderwall, which recently passed 1 billion freaking streams on Spotify, continue to find the Manchester, England band more than a decade after their split with new fans. To understand why, just drop a needle on the first of What's the Story, Morning Glory's 4 vinyl sides. Hit play on the CD, cue up the cassette, or just stream it on Spotify. Okay, thank you for a long bullshit sentence. I've just listened to it on multiple platforms. Because maybe you're going to be the one that saves me. All right, serious question. Have any of you ever covered an Oasis song?
Yes.
No.
That was actually the answer I thought I was going to get from both of you. Nick, what did you do?
When I was first starting out as a guitar player, I worked at this lab, and one of my coworkers ran a Girl Scout troop, and she was doing a picnic, and she asked me if I could come do a few songs for them. So I had to do some stuff that was age appropriate that kids could enjoy and that they would all know.
So basically, we're gonna have you sing that at the end of the episode. Get that acoustic tuned up, buddy. He said he's gonna do scream vocals for you in the background.
That's the only thing that'll save it.
Everyone would leave. They'd be like, "No, fuck this." Wonderwall? Nope. Nah. No. Oasis though. As a fan of most, so I've always been huge in like pop punk, and Derek Whibley of Sum 41 actually did a cover of Morning Glory. I think he did it like when like Yahoo Music still did anything. Fantastic cover. It popped up on YouTube one day. I was like, oh shit! I was like, this is actually like really good. And this is like after Derek Whibley got off his like little drug trip that he did. So if you're an Oasis fan, check it out. Because me being a huge Sum 41 fan, I was like, I think it did it justice.
I love it when famous bands cover other famous bands and kind of make it a little bit of their own, or at least do a killer version. I mean, there's been quite a few songs like that. You got any favorites?
Cover wise, actually speaking of Take on Me, I think it's MXPX that does a cover of it.
Oh, really?
I love that MXPX, man. I told you, like, I'm a whore for pop punk music at heart. I don't know how. Well, I know how I got into metal, but pop punk always just has something there. Ironically, we were talking about the links, music links, earlier, and Atreyu actually. I went to one of their shows with a friend from high school, or like right before high school, and seeing them guys play live, I was like, I want to do that.
Well, speaking of Atreyu, how are you feeling about this headline?
Bro, I threw my hat into the ring as much as I could with that. For a band that's been around over 20 years, and I've seen them multiple times, and I actually got to meet them, I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, and they dropped their last album. I was the first person in the world to have a live copy, like an actual physical copy of that album. They did a show at St. Vitus, I believe, and it was like, it was, like, instead of buying a ticket, you bought the album, and you got to see them play like half that CD in like an entirety live. And I got to, like, they stayed and hung out at the bar. I got to meet them all.
Oh shit!
And I was the first one there, first one to have that album in my hand. So it was like the band that got me into music, and I actually hung out with most of the guys after the show, and just the nicest dudes in the world. They were talking about how they were releasing their own like craft beer and all the other shit that they do. And the jealousy sank in when I talked to their drummer, and I was like, "Yo, what do you do for your vocals before shows?" And he goes, "Bro, I do nothing." He's like, "I do no vocal exercises." He's like, "I just get up there and do shit." And I was like, "Well, fuck my life."
You're like, "Damn it!" I know. I hate when I hear that. Like, when people are awesome. Well, this is a perfect segue. I'm going to read a little bit from the article and jump in if you got any thoughts at any point. You too, Nick. Atreyu confirmed split with singer Alex. What a shame. Back in August, rumors began to circulate that Atreyu vocalist Alex was leaving the band. The singer quickly squashed the rumor, suggesting fake news, but also then shared an Instagram video suggesting he might be looking at starting another project. Now comes official word from Atreyu that Alex will be moving on from the group. You notice I keep skipping that last name.
Yeah, don't even try.
By the tone of the statement, it appears as though the split was an amicable one, with the group expressing their support and excitement for his upcoming projects and proclaiming nothing but love and respect for each other. That's really awesome, and I hope they mean it.
So
the band,
I don't think they do. In all honesty, he put up something on Instagram like the day they literally split. I think it was like last week. This article came out. Like a couple of days later, they released a new single with their drummer Brandon, who was doing lead vocals, different drummer, and their bassist doing like the screams and the heavy stuff. And like their vocalist like kind of didn't really trash them, but you could kind of tell it was aimed towards them. He like put up like just a blank screen on Instagram and had like hashtag fake heavy and a bunch of like really crazy shit.
Well, that's cool, and it seems like the band was trying to take the high road. It's like we have been a band for 20 years now, live our dream together as friends and as brothers. We traveled the world doing what we love and have been fortunate enough to play music for such an incredible fan base that provides us with the opportunity to share our greatest moments with them. Now a time of change has come for all of us. Alex is sailing off on a ship of his own, and we will part ways with Atreyu. He will not disappear, and neither will Atreyu. But I think you're right. I think the fact that they had a song ready to go and
a lineup. So I think they thought that he was going to be with one foot out the door already for a little bit of time and had seen that coming. But have there been any lineup changes that you guys have experienced in famous bands that have either made you like the band more or less?
I mean, there's a few. I've always been a huge Avenged fan. You know, after their death of their drummer like 10 years ago, their drumming, lineup has changed significantly. Mm-hmm. But the guy they got now is the drummer from, I believe it was Bad Religion.
Yes.
Who I think he's fantastic on drums. He like fits surprisingly well.
Yeah, I think he started out as a metal drummer before he segued into playing with Bad Religion.
I mean, he always played fast in Bad Religion anyway, so I mean, it kind of fits.
I'm trying to look at all my CDs and see if there's anybody I like better or what they changed. I think one band that was interesting actually put out my favorite album after two members left the band, but I don't think they were necessarily better. But Pink Floyd, I'm a big Pink Floyd fan, and I love The Division Bell, which was their second to last album. David Gilmour wrote a lot of it. But I was a big Roger Waters fan and even Syd Barrett fan way back in the beginning. I think they got better after Syd left, personally. So maybe that was it. Maybe that was one band. Pink Floyd. Yes, I got one.
Yeah. And Ace, I think you'll appreciate at least this answer. I don't know if you'll appreciate the era. I'm a huge Misfits fan.
Of course.
And because I'm into the more poppy side of everything, the Graves era was my favorite of all.
So I mean, there's oh man, Misfits is again, it's that same thing of like AC/DC where it's there's songs from every era that, I mean, I've always been a huge Misfits fan, always. I could fucking do the hair right now if I wanted to. So like next music video for you, Nick, I'm doing this, and I'm just gonna rock in the Devil Lock. I don't think there was a favorite era for me for Misfits, man. Misfits always they didn't change up their style too much, and I think that's what I respected, kind of.
Yeah, I never got to see them live. I definitely like to, if it's ever possible, to check them out. So
do it. They just had that reunion tour like 2 years ago. It was fantastic.
Did you go see it?
Yeah. I got like a phone call. I think me and my fiance were leaving a movie theater, and one of my buddies called me. He was like, "Hey, I got tickets for that Misfits reunion show." He's like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." No second guess. So I'm there.
Nice.
And the whole show was fantastic, man. Oh, they played like every favorite song you could have from the Misfits. They played.
Cool, man.
That's awesome. All right, Nick, we got Attack. You want to read this, or you want me to read it and you talk about it?
I'll give it a go. I'll read it.
You got it, baby.
Let's test my reading skills. So, Attack are plotting a return. A source inside the band has confirmed to our sister site, Note to Scene, that the band is back in the studio with producer Joey Sturgis to record new music. Not much information is available on the impending reunion, but we can tell you that new Attack Instagram account has surfaced. The profile contains a single post, which you can see below. And for those of you that don't know, they were around in the MySpace days. That's why Instagram never existed.
They started crab, like the crab core stance. Come on, like The fucking video for Stickly was probably like one of the fucking greatest. They started I'm pretty sure it's them that like made the whole crab stance like a huge thing. Besides like Mitch Lucker, the
It's
crab
so
stance and then the random woo.
Ooh. What's funny is it says hashtag crabcore. Like as soon as you were saying that, it went right to it. That's funny.
I can't even read it because like, but yeah, yes, they like. I never knew crabcore was a thing, and like growing up, you're like, what the fuck are these? Like this dude's fucking the bottom of his base was like hitting rocks. So I'm actually down for that. Like Attack was always like fun to listen to, man. You can beat the shit out of your friends to that all day long.
It's currently unclear who will make the 2000 lineup, and it's anyone's guess considering the band featured a revolving door of members throughout the years. The band formed under the name Ambience in Columbus, Ohio in 2006 with Johnny Frank, Andrew Wittig, Nick White, Andrew Wetzel, and Austin Carlisle. Shortly after, Caleb Shomo joined and they changed the name to Attack. In 2008, they famously left Austin Carlisle, left him crying in a parking lot in Utah while on tour and never worked with him again. Damn, talking about leaving people on tour. They released 3 full-length albums. Oh, wait, I skipped one. Attack were hugely influential in the music-core scene at the turn of the decade. While many have tried to dismiss their impact, there's no denying the huge legacy they left behind. They released 3 full-length albums on Rise Records. Someday Came Suddenly in 2008, a self-titled in 2010, and This Means War in 2012, before calling it quits in 2013. The hype Attack generated from Someday Come Suddenly gave their sophomore album a number 26 debut on Billboard's top 200 charts with 15,000 first-week units sold.
Time out. Nick, is Secondhand Smoke going to reach number 26 on Billboard 200?
We're going to reach number 25, baby.
Yes!
I'm going for 23.
Oh,
yeah. Competition.
I love it.
Me too. Attack's final lineup consisted of Phil Dreyer, Andrew Wetzel, Andrew Whiting, Tyler Sapp, and William Honto, who went on to form Native following Attack's final tour in 2012. To hear more about the band's history, check out their in-depth podcast. Note to Scene breaks down the timeline of one of the scene's most infamous acts. And if you check out the page, they have links to it right there for you.
Wow, I've actually never heard of Attack. How much of a POS am I?
Not a terrible POS. They were big in that core scene. And I was like I don't want to say the height of core, but like, you know, all the 2012. I thought it was like later than that. I feel fucking even older now. They had such like random things in their songs and their videos. Like, you know, they would bring in that random like ride hit in the middle of a breakdown. They would have that random woo that they would do. Like, so they just did a little shit here and there that kind of built up certain bands, especially around that era.
Yeah, and they're also like a fusion type metalcore band. So they were different than a lot of the other ones around.
Yeah, they added a lot of the synth and shit like that.
Exactly. So it was very unique.
Yeah, and now it's starting to become more and more the norm, which I'm really into. Our good friends in the band Dead Tide, as we all know, they've been using a lot of synth in there too. All right, I'm gonna jump this right to the next article, which is Jack White gives a thrilling performance on SNL on 2 days' notice. And I think this article is a sign of the times as I get into it a little bit more, but it's COVID related. And it just goes to show you how quickly things can change on a moment's notice. I remember last year, the joke was, when you're doing a concert, how hard it is to get people there. And now this year, you've just heard a bunch of people say, oh, I wish I could just go see live music. Well, you could in 2019 and you didn't. So that in 2021, I better see you at every freaking Stereo Joe show. But anyway, all right, Jack White, let's talk about Jack White. This week's Saturday Night Live musical guest was supposed to be Morgan Wallen before the country singer got himself disinvited. On Friday morning, SNL creator Lorne Michaels announced that Jack White, whose best-known band, the White Stripes, releases a greatest hits album in December, would show up to perform in Waylon's place. Though we're only 2 episodes into season 46, holy cow. I was going to say, holy shit. It's hard to imagine that White's turn won't come out near the top when it's time to rank the SNL's 2020-21 musical guests. Unencumbered by new material to promote, White cranked out a few scorching career highlights, including 2014 solo Lazaretto, which he performed with a guitar designed for him by the late Eddie Van Halen, and uncorked a fantastic medley. That medley fused unexpected pieces in remarkable ways, kicking off the Don't Hurt Yourself with the song he co-wrote and performed on Beyonce's Lemonade, before shifting into a version of the White Stripes' A Ball and Biscuit that incorporated lyrics from Blind Willie Johnson's Jesus Is Coming. So on 2 days' notice, we got an Eddie Van Halen tribute, Beyonce, the White Stripes, a Jack White solo song, and a Blind Willie Johnson song. Not bad. You know what? I don't want to be a jerk, but I got to talk a little bit of shit here right now. No offense, dude. I don't know. All right, I better take for my comments, but the songs are not that hard to play, so I don't really see what I don't know. I'm talking crap. Jack, don't kill me. I don't know how you got on that one issue with Jimmy Page and David Gilmour. I think it was his greatest guitarist. I was like ready to fight for Rolling Stone that day, whoever the hell that was. But Ace, what do you think?
All right, so Jack, it's funny because like Jack White, in my eyes, is very similar to like Jack Black. You know, Jack Black is an extremely talented musician. All right, we can't say that he isn't. The shit that he's released with Tenacious D, the movies, the acting, you know, very talented musician. But he like underplays himself, I guess. Jack White's songs, yeah, like the White Stripes was, you know, when you're 12 and 13, you pick that shit up. But at the same time, look at Green Day. Green Day released songs when, you know, we were all 12 and 13 and had our first, you know, guitar. We were like, oh shit, I could play every song off Dookie.
Literally, that's the thing. I'm like, Seven Nation Army. It's like, he should have played that, damn it. Now I would have liked him a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. That's actually the first song that I played on bass. When I ever got it, the first song I learned was Seven Nation Army.
And he played that on guitar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, look, he may not be, he's definitely not EVH.
Yeah.
But he definitely has skill. I mean, if you watch a lot of his solo stuff, that was like Brandon Urie. Look at Panic at the Disco. You know, Panic at the Disco, when they came out, everyone was like, the fuck is with these dudes? He does stuff now where he did a cover of Billy Joel.
Love Billy.
And it's absolutely fantastic. Like he did they did that live ceremony to Billy Joel, like thanking him for his years of music. And like every musician came up and did like a variation of his song. I think Brandon Urie did like one of the best ones.
And I was going to say, actually, Jack White was one of the first artists with the White Stripes to really not be a full band and you know, have some overdubs and kind of seem like it was a full band. But so anyway, and that was a really cool video, actually. They used really cool color. It was the black, white, and red video.
Yeah.
Great video that really propelled them onto the scene. So, all right, they did something right. Okay, we got to give them credit.
But look at Take On Me from Aha. Take On Me from Aha. They literally just did sketch, and the fucking song and video is historical. The White Stripes, you put that on, anybody from any genre, like any fan of any genre of music, is like, oh, I know that song.
Totally.
And you have to give Jack White credit too, for even when he does some of his songs, he'll go between playing guitar to playing keys to back to playing guitar while singing.
No, 100%. Yeah, I mean, any musician, like, I can barely fucking sing, let alone play guitar and sing.
Same.
All right, well, we got another article, Rise Against Rock, Chicago's Metro for Save Our Stages Festival. Nick, tell us a little bit about this.
So, another one of my favorite bands, Rise Against. They may not have had their usual audience, but that didn't dampen the energy with which they performed during a passionate set at Chicago's Metro Saturday night, this past Saturday, October 17th.
My birthday.
Virtual, exactly. Happy birthday, Jimmy. They did it just for you, buddy. For the virtual Save Our Stages Festival. The group chose the Metro not only for its history as one of the Windy City's finest rock venues, but due to its own legacy with the band. Frontman Tim McGrath stated, "Thank you, man," stated mid-set, "We started here on this very stage," recalling pulling some of the Metro crowd into their Give It All video shoot. With plenty of reverence, the singer stated, "It's really special to me because it's one of the places that lives in a larger-than-life kind of mythologized.
Mythologized, I think.
There we go. World. I always knew it was the greatest venue, but when we started touring and going around the world, that's when I realized people even outside of Chicago felt like the Metro was the greatest venue. It wasn't just my attachment to it." He added, "Venues like this can't tell playing at the Metro is such an emotional experience. Being here on the stage, playing music, that it felt like a bit of a dream state. We were all so excited to be here, not just to play this venue and to be with each other, but to be with you and kind of remind you how important places like the Metro is," said the singer. "We could throw the word irreplaceable around, but here it means something really, really means something. This place is irreplaceable. There will never be another Metro." The band delivered a 6-song set with the Re-Education Through Labor, Give It All, The Violence. The group gave the performance debut of Broken Dreams Inc. before finishing the set with Prayer of Refugee and Savior.
I do want to say we were invited to play the Save Our Sages Festival, but we already had a really cool party book, so we had to turn them down. But
we recommended Rise Against for them.
Yeah, we mentioned that they were probably available and to contact them. We do want to thank the Save Our Sages Festival for inviting us. But real quick, what is your guys' favorite Rise Against song?
What is it? Hero of War. I've always had like an attachment of it. I mean, me being ex-military and stuff like that, and having a lot of friends that went through a lot of that stuff. I think I got a lot of like my fry vocals because of Tim McGrath, like his fry vocals that he does. Like I wish I could pronounce his style that he does. Always love Rise Against.
Yeah, dude, that's a very emotional song, whether it's done full band or just acoustic. They do great acoustic sets too, and one of my favorite they do is Audience of One, whether it's the electric or acoustic. I love both versions.
Yeah, I mean, he's done full acoustic sets all the time, and I will always watch him and Brian Fallon from the Gaslight Anthem.
Yes, another fantastic voice.
Oh my God, he's like if Tom Petty was like recreated with Bruce Springsteen. You know, he's a god.
Now, what do we think of this comment?
Look, everyone's going to hate him, but the guy's got one of the most amazing vocal ranges possible. He's even done metal. And when you get a guy who's used to doing, I mean, like myself, I'm used to doing metal. To go and do something like him, it's hard for me. When you take, someone who's trained in doing vocals that are very clean and very like pronounced and angelic kind of style vocals and have them do metal, sure, the theory's the same, but it takes a lot of talent. It's like guys going from like metal drumming to blues drumming. It's a whole different beast.
Yeah, I have to say, even joining Stereo Joe, I went from pop punk to more of like a funky rock, and that was a huge step and difference. But going from like a pop rock kind of vocals to metal and being able to tackle both of them well, he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, I mean, and then to do that and then cover this great son of a bitch. You can't hate on a guy like that. Might not be your favorite person in the world, but he gets my respect.
Well, once again, just like Attack, someone needs to make me a mixed tape. They don't have those anymore. Nick, I need something, man. I don't know this band either, man.
Nick, I'm going to start sending you, Jimmy, I'm going to start sending you shit. Nick, you got to start sending them shit. We're just going to we're going to ear fuck them with like every genre of popular, unpopular, like mixed genres of music. And Jimmy's just, next time we see him, he's going to be like bleeding from one of his ears.
I need it, to be honest with you. with my old bandmates, what we used to do is once a month we would make each other a CD because we actually all had CD players. Now some of the band members don't, but we would each make each other like a CD of an album that we really loved, and then this way we were like getting to know a whole bunch of new music. For someone like me, it was really useful. But all right, I'm moving on to our last and final article for the evening. This is about Fleetwood Mac. It was an article just out on Billboard. What's your favorite song on Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album? And this was kicked off because of there was like a Dreams challenge. Stevie Nicks, I think, just got a TikTok for the first time, and she posted something with Dreams. I know, it's that sign of the time. But this is the album Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. It's a pretty classic album. There's a lot of great songs on it. One of my favorite things about Fleetwood Mac is there was 5 members, and there was 2 marriages out of it and 2 divorces. And somehow they still freaking managed to stay a band. I don't even know. And you can like hear some of the lyrics are about the ex-husband, and they're like singing it on stage every night, like basically saying F you in the song to them. I don't know. I couldn't do it, but
playing guitar and you can feel the fucking burning eyes from behind you. You're like, you fucking bitch. Like, I knew this was about me.
I was listening to one of the songs today, and I was like, oh, man. I was like, it really was like that. But let's read the article, and then I want to hear from everyone, the audience and you guys, your favorite Fleetwood Mac song. But Fleetwood Mac's number 1 1977 album, Rumors, returns to the Billboard Top 200, Top 10 this week at number 7 after Nathan So-and-so's viral TikTok Dreams video got the wheels turning last month. Aside from the number 1 hit, Dreams, Stevie Nicks had the lead vocal credit on Gold Dust Woman, The Chain, which is another great song. Gold Dust Woman, I love too. Don't Stop, You Make Loving Fun, which I love, and Go Your Own Way, which is not my favorite, but probably one of the biggest ones. Also reached the top 10 42 years ago. So that's pretty impressive. The Chain, shout out Billboard's Hot Rock and Alternative Songs to number 11 last week. So that's pretty interesting, while Go Your Own Way was at 25. So it's pretty amazing that an album from 1977 is back in the charts. The Chain and Go Your Own Way also found their way onto Rock Digital's song sales chart at number 18 and number 22, respectively. We're not even on that list, so it makes me sad. So which Rumors track is in heavy rotation for you? The vote is here, but I'll just read it through. Couple Secondhand News, Dreams, Never Going Back Again, which is I love, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, Songbird, The Chain, You Make Love and Fun, I Don't Know What to Do, Oh Daddy, Gold the Woman. I'm going to jump out real quick and say I think definitely The Chain is one of my top ones, and I hate Don't Stop. Actually, it's the only song I hate on the album. And then Gold Dust Woman's great, but you make Loving Fun, and The Chain's definitely number 1 for me. What about you guys?
All right, so before I never get invited back on the Stereo Joe show, for my opinion, Go Your Own Way has always been like one of my favorite songs from them. So it was been nice talking to you guys. I'll see you guys hopefully season 4. But no, I don't know. There's like an attachment with Go Your Own Way. I don't know, the flow of the song. You always had a soft spot for it.
It's one of those songs you can't not sing when you hear it.
Exactly. You know, it's up there with a lot of other songs like that, man. You go to a bar and you're like, you hear it, and you're like, yeah, I can listen to this while I'm drinking.
Yeah, they were a great thing. And don't get me wrong, that's a good song. I probably hate Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow even more than that. You know what it was? It was just I was a kid. And I heard that song, and I was like, oh, who's this? Fleetwood Mac. I didn't, like, appreciate the greatness of them yet. So that's how I heard it. And then when I was older, you know, my mom always loved that album. And so I, like, finally got it. And I was like, oh, damn, this is, like, one of the best albums ever. So I don't know. And then they do a great live performance of it as well. And Stevie Nicks is still out there killing it and touring. Well, she was recently. And,
she's a badass.
Yeah, all the girls today under the age of 30 love the shit out of her. I've hosted a couple open mics, and you don't know how many times I've heard Landslide or Rhiannon or a couple of those tunes. But
I think it was American Horror Story that kind of brought Stevie Nicks back into like a small play for a little bit. I think she starred in like one of the seasons, and like I know a friend of ours' mom's was like she would kill herself for Stevie Nicks. So
same with my mom.
Yeah, exactly. So there's so many fans I mean, of all ages, but I think when you introduce somebody like that to people who are not used to it, and they finally, like you were saying, your mom would play it all the time. You'd hear it all the time. You never had the respect for it, and then you give it that true like listen, where you're just laying there listening to music, and you're like, I love this.
It goes to show whether it was from TV, TikTok, this music from the past is still something that musicians today compete with because they're still selling, and there's just different ways that people have to get their music out there to be heard.
Oh yeah, I mean, AC/DC jumped back up on the charts when like all the Marvel shit started kicking back off. With Iron Man and stuff like that. Like AC/DC was literally almost every song on that soundtrack for those movies, and they jumped back up. With the commercials for Iron Man stuff, all the the publicity behind Marvel.
Hey, who's playing that? Sorry about that. Keep going.
But yeah, like it's weird how stuff like that jumps up. Fucking Jason Momoa doing the video. That was, I don't know if he did or if he still did it, but he was doing that video with Ozzy Osbourne, where Jason Momoa was supposed to be Ozzy Osbourne in one of the videos. Was it Little Green Man? I think he was supposed to do he did like a 15-second clip of him dressed up as Ozzy, and at the time Jason Momoa was like the biggest thing. Ozzy shot back up from that. I mean, not that Ozzy's ever gone down, but for his music to jump back up from 20 some years ago to all of a sudden being back on the charts again, it goes to show you that all it takes is some small bit of influence, and music's kicking its ass right back up to the top. Real music, anyway.
Yeah, and that's a lot of thing that non-musicians don't realize is the musicians you like today are not only competing against the other musicians playing today, they're competing against a 1977 album. They're competing against Mozart from hundreds of years ago. It's not even funny. And then not only that, but you're also competing against every TV show, every movie on freaking demand, where people, when they sit down to do something, they have so many options. Podcasts. So you think, oh, they're driving in the car, they'll put your song on. People listen to podcast driving. So there is quite a bit out there that people aren't thinking about. So anyway, support your musicians, people. Damn it.
100%. I mean, and that's we were talking about the album sales and stuff like that, like physical copies of album sales, and you guys were talking to John Ryan earlier about the press records and stuff like that selling out. It's a huge thing. I mean, despite any numbers of how many they sold or what they sold, but to sell out anything physical these days, I mean, we have the Silencer, we have a whole set of merch and stuff like that, shirts, and we sell them, but people just don't want physical shit anymore. But that the benefit of stuff like Spotify and Pandora and Tidal, when you're done playing a song, it kind of, that algorithm that follows you into another genre. There's still bands that pick up on the day like, oh shit, I forgot all about that song. Where these guys are pretty good. So I think it's like a two sides of a hammer, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you get a little bit of both. I mean, I love watching the old stuff too. I've just started watching this. I finally watched Moneyball the other day from freaking back in 06 or something. I was getting caught up. There's all these great old movies. I'm really enjoying them. By the way, on Netflix, Herbie Halloween or whatever it's called, the new Adam Sandler movie. I thought it was pretty funny. What'd you think?
I didn't get invited by the people I live with to watch that movie, and I'm holding a grudge. And I hope they're watching. And I'm trying to hear if they're laughing upstairs because they know, we just literally before I jumped on, we were just watching the rest of Sandy Wexler, which I think is fucking hysterical. But Adam Sandler's, he's, the guy has ties to every actor in the world, and the guy that supports his friends like that, you can only respect that. But yeah, I didn't get invited to watch Herbie Halloween, so I'm gonna have to watch that probably tomorrow night.
Friends. Oh yeah, you know what? It's funny. It was worth it, and it's a good Halloween movie. It's fun to watch, and it was great. But Jess, our first guest on for the night, said everything was their best song ever in reference to Fleetwood Mac. So many great songs. I mean, what a great legendary career. We can only wish to have a microcosm of their success. So,
You never know.
but I gotta say,
Ticket service.
thank you so much for sticking around with us.
No,
this was
thank
great.
you guys.
I thought you were awesome. We got to get you back on again for this.
Season 4.
Maybe even before then for the news segments, because you know a lot about this harder and heavy metal music. And it'd be nice
I get
to have
downtime. I get downtime. You know, I don't read books or anything like that, so I like to keep up on articles and stuff like that. And you kind of with the good old cell phone with Facebook and everything like that. You know, you can't help but see all these music articles, especially when you follow everything like Loudwire and all those companies, Metal Injection. You can't help but to oh crap, oh shit, that'd be cool.
It's perfect.
Yeah,
it's great. Well, anyway, you did such a great job. Everyone, go check out the Silencer. Ace, what's the number one thing you want them to check out right now? Beliefs?
Beliefs is all up on YouTube right now. We are on Spotify. We definitely need to get our Spotify numbers up a little bit more. We got some really hopeful stuff in the near future that could really benefit us. It's always a work in progress. But this Friday, our new single, The Fall. That video is going to be extremely insane. It hits a very emotional heart. We had such guys, good people working on this set with us. Check out all the other stuff from SDZ Photography. For you guys yourselves, BD Light and Sound, Black Wolf Imaging does some of the best music videos you'll ever have in your life. And the guys to work with are you think you'll come up with a great concept and they'll be like, can we do this? And you'll be like, shit, we should have thought of that. And man, they're such good guys to work with, even during all the craziness of COVID, man. Black Wolf Imaging, SDZ Photography, BD Light and Sound. Check those guys out. And all three of those companies are great companies to work with, especially for, anything music video related.
Awesome. We definitely are going to check them out because your video was sick. The lighting was sick in it. And of course, you guys always have great photos too. So definitely thank you so much for coming on. We're dead serious. We're getting you on in a couple weeks again to do this end segment if you're down.
Anytime, I'm here.
All right, Ace. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Guys, happy belated birthday. Hope you guys have a good Halloween and everything like that, all right?
You too. Man. Don't eat too much candy.
Oh, no promises.
I will. I'll tell you that. Sucker. I'm a sucker for Snickers and Twix, but
Reese's.
All right. All right.
My bad.
Oh, that's the good shit. All right, have a good night, Ace. Later.
Guys, you too, man. Take it easy.
Take care, bud.
That was Ace Vincent from The Silencer. You can find them on Facebook / The Silencer Band. Go check them out. Also, definitely go check out their Spotify, like you mentioned. All the original artists really could use as much support as you can. So we want to thank you for tuning in. Nick, I am going to end with our video. I brought up Stand By Me again from this weekend's performance. Guys, we had so much fun this weekend. Nick and I played a birthday show. It was our birthday. It was awesome. We got the video up right now on Facebook. We hope you can go check it out. We're going to be putting it on YouTube as well, and maybe a couple songs from there in particular that we thought were pretty good. But Nick, you got any thoughts before I let you go?
I think that everyone tonight was amazing. We do have to definitely keep up the tradition of getting Ace on for every season, but I would love to have him back for these new segments because not only does he know so much about metal, he has so much experience with all these other artists and even has a great opinion whether he knows about their backstory or not.
Yeah, I thought he was really, really good and did a great job. We really appreciate having him on. And, of course, they have the killer video, Beliefs. You got to go check it out right now and stick out for the new one coming out real soon. October 23rd, it's going to be out. And it's called The Fall. They got a small preview video on their Facebook page if you want to go check it out. We also are releasing Secondhand Smoke. We want you to check it out. It's got a lot of cool tracks. On the back, we got Ghost, Can't Feel, Games, Around You, Northern Lights. I'm telling you, there's a lot of gems on here. Ghost and Games are, of course, freaking amazing. But I'll be surprised. Around You is a nice little one. I wasn't expecting to turn out as nice as it did. And, of course, Northern Lights is a really cool instrumental. We're keeping the tradition of having instrumental on each album. So, anyway, please support the band. We really appreciate it. All right, Nick, I'm going to go to that video from this weekend. It's a little Stand By Me. You remember playing that?
Oh, yeah. It's a great song.
All right. It's a long video, so I hope I got it queued up right. But let's see if we got it.
in the land is stars, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, no, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me, stand by me. Baby, back to the core. So come rolling up, rolling mountains, temple to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for the Stereo Joe Show. I'm Jimmy James. We love you, all your support. See you next Monday at 8 p.m. Thanks for tuning in.